Hey guys, welcome to a very late edition of Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews. We're looking at this week's Raw. Let's kick off. We started off the show with Kurt Angle coming out and explaining that Brock Lesnar will not be on Raw this week. This caused Roman Reigns to come out, complain to Kurt Angle, saying this is exactly what I was talking about last time. Why is Brock allowed to do this? If it was a normal job, he would be fired for not turning up 2 weeks on the trot. And he doesn't blame Kurt, he blames Vince McMahon, and he actually goes backstage, and on a rare occasion we got to see the gorilla position, which was great. Roman comes up to Vince, goes, look, we need to talk. Him and Vince goes into Vince's office. Commercial break. Later on, we see Roman coming out. Vince comes out, says Roman's been suspended for a short period of time, but he needs to learn respect. But I'm going to give everyone the news now. Brock Lesnar is going to be at Raw next week. And for me, this was a great start to the show. Very strong promo by Roman Reigns. Very much his best promo work he's done since John Cena, and you can definitely see the level he has improved on his mic skills since working with John, and I think it's definitely helped him on this kind of promotion now, where even people who don't like Roman Reigns are going, you know what, great promo work, not going to complain. So for me, good strong start to the show. This is to our first match of the night, and that's where we had Sasha Banks with Bayley reluctantly in her corner taking on Sonya Deville from Absolution with Mandy Rose and Paige in her corner. Not gonna lie guys, this was quite a paint by numbers kind of match. Sonya Deville did have a win over Sasha Banks last time, but this time Sasha got quite an easy win, and it just showed it. Bayley stopped Mandy Rose and Paige from really interfering in the match as much, and then after the match ended, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose attacked Sasha Banks because Bayley just walked away before at the end of the match. To me, it's just continuing the story between Bayley and Sasha, which is great. I'm wondering who's going to turn first. It could be Bayley, it could be Sasha. You don't know just yet, but it's very much an interesting rivalry which is building up between two good friends. So we were supposed to have a tag team match where the Miz take on the Bar to see if they can become #1 contenders at WrestleMania. But every team in the tag team division decided to attack the Bar. This is because of the tweet Sheamus and Cesaro tweeted out saying they're beating everyone. They are the best tag teams champions in the world. They're having an open challenge. Anyone who thinks they can, do it, come on, prove it. And everyone took on the challenge. They attacked them, beat the crap out of them, and Cesaro and Sheamus ran off. And it was a good little brawl. It was, this is the type of stuff you want to see coming up to WrestleMania season, where it's a lot more chaotic because everyone's fighting for that position to be #1 contender in some way. And it does work out in the tag team division. So this cause for the main event tonight, for the night, was going to be a tag team battle royale to become #1 contender. This is on to the John Cena promo, and if you haven't seen it guys, my god, you're missing out. It is for me probably John's best promo I have seen in such a long time. He says, even if I'm not going to wrestle at WrestleMania, I'll be at WrestleMania. I'll be in the crowds. He was drinking some beer with the crowd. It was just brilliant. It was a great segment, but he did put a challenge there. He went, look, I know backstage management has said no to this, but I've still got to take this chance. Dead man, I challenge you to wrestle at WrestleMania. And I think this would work. I don't know, it's very difficult because the Undertaker's retirement when he fought Roman Reigns, I thought that was well worked. I thought him leaving his coat and everything in the ring last year just worked out brilliantly. I'm just not sure how it would work this year. It is a dream match, John Cena versus The Undertaker, a match we haven't seen at WrestleMania, but is it too late? Don't know. But for me, very strong segment, very much enjoyed it. If the dead man does return, I'm not going to complain too much. Next up we had Miz TV, and again, Miz is the best heel promo in the all company. He is the best mouthpiece in the company. I'm sorry, but he really is. Roman had a good promo this week. John had a great promo this week. But the Miz, again, just showing why he's the best at it. He just, everything he did just felt legitimately what you'd want to hear from a great heel. And that's what he is. He's a fantastic heel. He made Seth Rollins and Finn Balor start bickering, and he loved it. He knew he got him, even though they said it wasn't going to work. He knew he had hooked him into having a match, and that's what happened. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins started bickering. They took out the Miz. Then Seth took out Finn Balor, and that caused them to have a match, which for me was a good match to watch. These two have a great chemistry. So we had Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, just who, for me, I had to have the best wrestlers in the company, just showing off what are we going to see at WrestleMania, and I just can't wait. I was saying this the other day. For Miz, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins match at WrestleMania for me could be the highlight match at WrestleMania, and I wouldn't be upset if any of those guys won it, because it's going to be a good match no matter what. I think The Miz is a great opponent for both guys, and I think both of them having that mutual respect, yet, you know, they do want to beat the crap out of each other with Finn and Seth. It just highlights how good they both are. Next up, we had Asuka explaining why she chose Charlotte over Alexa Bliss, and for me, it was a good little promo. Again, Asuka doesn't speak English that well, but she made the point. She wants to fight the best, that's why she chose Charlotte. Alexa Bliss took this as an opportunity to diss Asuka, pretty much trying to go her into a fight against Nia Jax. Nia Jax never turned up, which caused Mickie James to attack Asuka and caused Asuka to take on Mickie James. For me, it was a decent-ish match, nothing really special. Again, Asuka getting the win, and Alexa Bliss looking rather shocked and wondering where the hell is Nia during the whole match. But this keeps the streak going, and let's be honest, it builds up the feud, which I'm going to talk about next. So we had Nia Jax taking on some local talent, and Nia and Alexa Bliss were speaking backstage before the match. Alexa was wondering why Nia never turned up. She got told by Kurt Angle she couldn't go out there because she had a match. She had a match, beat up her opponent, but the cameras were rolling backstage where Alexa and Mickie James were talking about pretty much Nia Jax. Pretty much saying she's stupid, you know, she doesn't think for herself, and she's just one of us. She's like every girl at school, which Alexa went to, who wanted to be popular by being Alexa's friend. And you could tell this really built up some good character development for Nia Jax, and I'm really wanting Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss now at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's title, because I think that could be a great match to watch. And to be honest, I think it's time for Nia to hold the title, and it's about time she does turn face at the same time. I mean, it's time for a lot of things to change with Nia Jax. We've had her for a heel since she got a call up. She's been a very scary force on the heel side, but I think it's now about time we start changing that up to having her as a babyface champion. And I think it would work. I think she would be a very strong champion to have, especially if they want Ronda Rousey to take on a champion in the future. And I think Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey would be a great match to watch. Next up, we had a kind of promo introduction to the Woken universe of Matt Hardy. It's the Ultimate Deletion next week on Raw, and it gives a bit of a sneak preview of it and the introduction to the Woken family. So it was interesting. If you haven't seen the Deletion trilogy before, which they did on TNA, definitely check them out. I reckon this is going to be a much higher budget version of that. But looking forward to it. I can't wait to see how Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt do the Ultimate Deletion, because it worked. It just looked awesome. But not least, we had we had the tag team battle royale to work out who will be number one contender. So we had the Good Brothers of Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. We had Titus Worldwide with Titus O'Neil and Apollo. We had the Revival, we had the Mr. and we had Heath and Rhyno. And we had Braun Strowman, because Braun Strowman's just friggin' awesome. And everyone looked really confused. Braun's in the ring, and like everyone's like, but you're not a tag team. This is for tag teams only. Braun forces the referee to ring the bell. Referee's scared as hell, goes, yeah, ring the bell. And he just destroys everyone. Every tag team. Just defeats them all. And he becomes #1 contender. Now, I really don't want to talk too much about Battle Royale on this case, but the reaction when Braun won it was quite interesting. The fans went mental, and Cesaro and Sheamus looked really confused, like, what's going on? He's not a tag team. He can't take part in this. This is not legit, right? And for me, it's a bit of a two things for me. One, it shows Braun Strowman as being an absolute monster, which we know already. He's the monster among men. But two, it kind of destroys the whole tag team division if he does this. Now, for me, the Raw tag team division has been, for me, second best compared to SmackDown of recent weeks, and it just doesn't feel like it's working as well. And having Braun do that just completely destroys any momentum any tag team will have in the future if they are going to just say, no, this doesn't count. We're going to have another #1 contenders match. And it's the question, like, I was talking to someone and they said, oh, I want Braun to do it. I want Braun to take on Cesaro and Sheamus for tag team championship. And I was like, but it takes away from the championship a man holding two belts because he doesn't need a partner. For me, I would do something really silly and give him Elias as his tag team partner. A guy he can't stand and he beats up. Forces him to be his tag team partner so he can take part in a tag team match. That would be fine. I wouldn't mind that. But there you go, guys. That was the last bit of Raw for the night. And there you go, guys. That was Raw for this week. We also got announced that we will be having a Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale at WrestleMania. Now, for me personally, I think this is an absolutely stupid idea from WWE. Not the Battle Royale itself, but naming it after the Fabulous Moolah. Everyone, with all the allegations coming out from former apprentices to women she worked with, on how she worked and how she treated women, it's just absolutely disgusting. And WWE naming something like that after her it's just absolutely stupid marketing on their half. For me, I would name it something like, just call it the Mae Young. We got the Mae Young Classic, call it the Mae Young Battle Royale. Just do it like that. The fans won't care on that one. Or we could have it as the, how about throw a bone, China? Why not? Something. We know that won't happen. But China was less controversial than fucking, I'm swearing, Fabulous Moolah, so who knows? But what did you guys think of Raw this week? Did you think it was a good episode or bad episode? Leave it in the comments below. If you like our videos, you'll be seeing some floating around just here. Click on them. If you do like our videos, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow me on the old Twitter, I'm at Boise88, and I'll see you guys next time on Raw Review.